Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the instant match reaction to Everton 1, Manchester City 3. Listen, the fact I'm saying 3-1 is a good thing because at 3-0, I was thinking it was going to end up 7 or 8. Let me just address something at the very start. Manchester City are an incredible football team. They're absolutely marvellous. They're brilliant to watch. Fantastic players in De Bruyne and David Silva. They've just got two unbelievable footballers. They're just fantastic. They're everywhere. Sané, you can go through the whole team. The whole team is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And fully deserved the victory. Outstanding. And by far the best team in the land by an absolute mile. That being said, that's City. Well done. They're going to win the league. And deservedly so. And hopefully the Champions League as well. And that is deservedly so. Put that to one side. I want to talk about Everton. For us, just frustration. Really, frustration. I think the team Sam Allardyce picked was incredibly bad. In terms of not incredibly bad because we've got good players, but the makeup of that midfield against the best midfield, it was berserk. It was absolutely berserk. I done the starting 11 show, and obviously I picked Garner hoping that he would be fit, but knowing that he basically wasn't gonna be. So I thought Schneiderlin will just come in and he'll just keep what we've had recently. Schneiderlin will come in, and he didn't. He changed it up. He's put Schneiderlin in there with Rooney. And he's put Dominic Calvert-Lewin in the number 10 position, which was just mind-blowing. You know, Dom had an absolute shocker of a game. It has to be said. It's got to be out there. He was dreadful. He offered nothing. And that is frustrating because away at Man City was very, very good. And I just think I think Allardyce got it wrong. It's on him for me. It's totally on him. Tom Davies should have started. Anyone who tells you Davies isn't good enough to start, well, no one's good enough then in our team. So you may as well go and watch someone else. Because they're our players. Davies in our midfield, whether you like him or you don't, fits a purpose, carries us forward, works hard, puts tackles in, presses the ball, as we seen when he came on. To go into a game against the best midfield in the land with Wayne Rooney and Morgan Schneiderlin alongside each other, who neither of them are quick, was just berserk. And then to complement that by having Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who can't play in that position, is absolute balmy. And then we kick off and you go, all right, well, let's see what happens because he might push Dom on and blah, blah, blah. You kick off. They get control of the game early on and they score a goal which the space they created was ridiculous. Seamus Coleman had a torrid afternoon or a torrid early evening. The cross comes in and Sané sweeps it in brilliantly, but he's on his own. He's absolutely on his own to just whack the ball into the net. You know, such a dangerous team and we're leaving players of that calibre on their own. We had a little go, we get a chance. In fact, Dom done really well. Dominic Calvert-Lewin does really well, clips the ball back, and Yannick Bolasie, 7 yards out with a free header, heads it over the bar. 18 seconds later or 15 seconds later, whatever, Ederson, ball through, bang my man, cross comes in, Gabriel Jesus, similar chance, bullet header, 2-0. So you've gone from a chance of 1-1 to 2-0. After that, they just strolled through the game. Absolutely brilliant to watch. We couldn't get near them. And that's the frustrating thing, is that we might have got beat anyway, but why didn't we just have a good go at them? And your manager stood on the side on big money, by the way. I know chewing gum costs a lot of money, but he's got a big fat wedge to make some decisions, and he just stood there chewing. Now, he's had 2 weeks to come up with this plan. 2 whole weeks to come up with a game plan. Nothing. No change. No tactical change. Why didn't he just say it's 2-0? It's 2-0. We're not getting near them because we weren't. We didn't lay a glove on them. So why didn't he just say to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Go and stand next to Tosin. Stand on their 2 centre-backs. Make them have to sit a little bit. And let's go... We were going direct anyway, but we were going direct to one man who had 3 men round him. And we couldn't get anyone near him. So why didn't we just have Dom there and go direct anyway? Miss the midfield out that we had no control over whatsoever. And mix it up. Why? Why not? Because he just stood there and allowed the game to go on. 2 became 3. It could have became 4, 5 in that first half. It was embarrassing. And Man City, listen, they've done that to better teams than us. There's no, it's not about Manchester City. They're fantastic. But we have to be able to offer more against better teams. We're great from 7th onwards. We're okay. We're good enough to beat most of them. We're good enough to mix it. That's not what this is about. You're playing a game against a team who is absolutely brilliant. Who might beat you anyway. Go and have a go. We've spent 200 odd million in the last year. That when you spend that much money, you shouldn't be nowhere near even troubling a team near the top. And we are nowhere near troubling a team near the top. And that to me is the biggest thing. So those people who sanctioned deals in the summer didn't know what they were doing quite clearly, because we've played teams now in the top 6. Arsenal, I think Arsenal are bang average at best. Honestly, I do. I think they're really poor. And they beat us 10-2 this season. So I have to go. Fair enough. Fair enough. We're even worse. So there you go. Absolutely. Just not good enough. Not good enough. And I said to the lad next to me, we scored a good goal. Yannick Bolasie didn't have a good game, but he racks one in because Tom Davies does the pressing and we work the ball across. Bolasie, good turn, caught Ederson by surprise, in off one post, in off the other. And, well, you know, 3-1, we then get a corner because they're panicking a little bit and we had it just wide. And you're thinking, if we get another one, they will panic because they've had this game so much in control. Let's be honest, they strolled through the second half like a practice game. They took the foot off the pedal. They were just thinking, we've got Champions League coming up. This game's done. These haven't got anything. And that's why we weren't punished 5 and 6. But I said to the lad next to me, if this stays like this with about 5 minutes left, Sam Allardyce will say, at least we won the second half. But you know what? I was taking the piss of it. I was kind of like, yeah, imagine him saying it. And I've seen he said it after the game. It's just, oh my God, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, but... he is what he is. That isn't what I want from my club. I want my club spend the money to chase down the top 4. Forget the top 6. To chase down the top 4 and do it with a plan and do it so that we give these teams a game. They won't have an easier game, and they probably haven't had one all season, to be honest. And that's it. I'm frustrated. Not because I just think the manager got it wrong, and I think the players didn't know how to deal with such a fantastic team like City, and it's one of them. De Bruyne and Silva were just incredible, and Kevin, De Bruyne, well, KDB better. He got applauded off by the Evertonians as well when he was sub. So it tells you how good his performance was. And for the people who were left in the stadium, Evertonians, clapping Manchester City off at the end as well, because they had given a masterclass. So you can only go fair play to them. What a fantastic team. For us, we've got next week, and next week could be even worse because I don't think Liverpool will stop. If they're 3-0 up and smell blood, they will go for 4, 5, 6, 7. And he's had 2 weeks to come up with that plan. I am terrified with the next week of what he's going to come up with there. So, there you go anyway. Sorry if it's been a bit negative and downbeat, but what annoyed me was not the defeat, the manner. And the fact that he offered no changes and his subs were all like for like. Anyway, there you go. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Check out Ped's Instant Match Reaction. And look out for the final word on Monday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend if you can. I've been Baz. See you soon on Toffee TV.